So a few weeks ago, I had a submission call for Knit Now, and the Knit Now editor changed hands recently, and it's now edited by the lady who used to edit Let's Knit when Let's Knit finished. So like not the original editor I first ever worked with. She was like the second editor for Let's Knit, and then Let's Knit stopped like printing issues, and so she's moved on to Knit Now. And she sent out a request for some designs. So I sent in a hat design and a sock design. And the sock design has been accepted. So I thought we could go through the process together. So this is the sock design. It's called Subtlety Socks, because it's a really simple design, which is what I wanted. And I said you could, this was like one colour, but I said you could also do it in two-tone. Yeah. So I got the acceptance email a couple of days ago for the socks, and the yarn came out almost immediately. So I'm knitting it in the Yarn Smiths merino sock, and the editor wants this is the contrasting colour and this as the main colour. So I think this one's called Spearmint. It's looking a bit darker on the camera, but it is quite dark. 2K223, and I think this is Dusty Mauve, which is 2K332. So my deadline is the 1st of September, and it is the 9th of August. So I am casting on, because that's not a lot of time. Okay, so I've done this much tonight. So I've cast on, I've done the ribbon, and then the main body. I kind of like those colours, they're cute. So yeah, I'm going to work on that more tomorrow. Terry has a theory test tomorrow, so I'll be sat in the car waiting for 45 minutes to an hour, so I'll just sit, listen to my audiobook and work on these. So I'll share more then. Okay, so I am in the test centre. I've got a bit of a ladder there, but it'll it's not that bad actually, it'll block out. So we're this far, and I'm going to crack on. I'm just outside in the car. I've got my window open, so I'm talking quite quiet, because I'm not one for vlogging in public. I don't like it. Right, in a bit. Right, so excuse the mess. But yes, so that one is now blocked. I only have one blocking sock blocker that's in the correct size. I really should order another one. So that one is wet, that's why you can see the dark bits on it. So that is currently, oh, it's dripping. That is currently blocking, and this one is now blocked. So yeah, I quite like that pattern for something so simple. I think it can. I kind of wish they'd give me something variegated, which I did say in the brief, but I think I said it in the brief, but they didn't. So, but that's okay. It's just I kind of wish I did have something variegated, because I think it would show that it's a good sock for that. But maybe they didn't because they wanted to properly show the pattern, which is absolutely fair enough. So yeah, I think it'll be a good sock for those people who don't like knitting vanilla socks. It just breaks up the monotony. So there they are amongst my mess. My ranunculus is sat there. I need to wear it. It's because I went to wear it yesterday, then I got too hot. So yeah, they're done. I now need to hear back from them. So what happened was, the way Knit Now works is that you have to you write out the pattern and everything, but every single thing needs a schematic, and that's fine for like a hat and a jumper, but I haven't got a sock schematic. And so basically, long story short, Knit Now used to be run by Kate Heppel, and she wanted schematics for every single thing. And it also says in the brief, when you get all the bump off Knit Now, because you get a lot of bump off Knit Now to adhere to how they want things written out and everything. It says if you're struggling to make a certain schematic for something, you can contact them and they'll have some. They'll send you one. And you just put your measurements on it. So, or hand drawn at the absolutely, like the last resort is hand drawn. So, I tried to find a sock schematic, and I also tried to draw one on my computer. And I couldn't. So a sock is actually quite tricky to draw, you know, surprisingly, to make it look right. So I contacted the new editor, which is Emma, and asked her if they had a sock schematic they could just give me, because I was really struggling. And she said, I'll have to ask somebody else, Georgia, I think she said, about this. Georgia, what do you think? I haven't heard back, so whether they're thinking we don't need a sock schematic now, or whether they're going to send me one, I don't know. So I'm kind of in limbo waiting. My deadline is the 1st of September, so I kind of need to know soon. But I need to get them in the post either way. The pattern is pretty much all written out. I just need to double check it, and then I can post them off and then see if this schematic comes. But I could do with the sock with me to fill out the schematic, just to make sure like it's all right. I mean, I don't, but I just like to have it with me I like to have it with me until everything is complete, and then post it, because it's always like you post it off and then in the back of your mind you're like, oh, and I've done this before, I've posted something off, and then when I've checked the pattern I haven't got the gauge, and then I can't measure the gauge because it's gone, and things like that. So then you're writing to the editor going, I'm really sorry, I forgot to put the gauge in. Can you get your tech editor to measure it for me, please? So yeah, it's a bit like, oh. But yeah, we'll wait and see if they get back to me. But it's the 27th of August. And there's 31 days in August, isn't there? So what's that? 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So 4 days. I've got 4 days. So hopefully I hear back from them today. It was Bank Holiday Monday in the UK yesterday, so they would have been closed. So hopefully I hear back from them today. If I don't, I'm just going to have to chuck them in the post and just see what happens. But yeah, that is where we stand with the Knit Now Subtlety Socks. Right, Subtle Tea Socks are finished. So I am now parcelling them up for Knit Now. So I've just had an email from Knit Now. It's 8:30 on Thursday, the 3rd of October. The email from Knit Now is asking when I am getting the socks to them. I sent them ages ago. The deadline was the 1st of September. They went in August. Oh. Which means I'm probably going to have to try and knit another pair of socks over this weekend, which is really not ideal. It's the start of the MCAL. I know that's like a personal project, but it's also for my Instagram, not my Instagram, my YouTube. Yeah, that's not good. I've never had that happen before. I always send everything recorded delivery. So where they've gone, I've no idea. And I don't think I still have the receipt. Because when I went to Yarndale, I emptied out my purse so it wasn't full of loads of receipts. Oh, I will keep you posted. So it turns out that the address is wrong in the like the bump pack that they send you of like how they want the pattern written and what you need to do. You get that pretty much every time. But she hasn't changed the address over. She's just said that herself. Apparently there is a bag and a cardigan missing as well. Oh, I'm glad mine's not the cardigan. So I've offered to re-knit them over the weekend if they need me to. I've told them the address that I sent them to. She said it looks like they've been signed for by someone who doesn't work for the publishing company. I don't even know. I've never ever had that happen before. They always turn up. So that's why I haven't really kept on to the receipt. Especially since it was August and it's now October. But I will be keeping hold of the receipts from now on. To see if I can look online just to see if it's been signed for and everything. Oh, what a nightmare. So yeah, that's where we're at with the Knit Now socks. So after a nightmare of a morning, I managed to get this far today. Not as far as I wanted, but I've had videos to edit. I've got the Yarndale video that will be well and truly out now, Yarndale 2024, but I've had to edit that today. And I'm not finished yet either. I also need to film the haul section of it. So I'm going to do that in the morning, finish editing that, and then I'm just going to crack on with these. But yeah, that is 6 repeats, and I need to do another 10 repeats for the leg, and then it'll be the heel and the foot. I'm hoping that I can get a fair chunk of it done tomorrow, if not finish that sock tomorrow. I really need to. And then I've got one more to do. But yeah, I thought I would come and tell you where I was at. So I haven't got very far, and I've realised that I've double patterned here. It's probably not easy for you to see, but there is 2 pearls there and there should only be 1 row of pearls. It's correct on this side, but it's not on this side, so I'm not pulling it out because I don't have time. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pattern repeats so far, and I need 16 in the leg. So I'm going to tink down. It's only this side. So I'm going to tink down and fix it, which will mean that there's an incorrect, there'll be an extra knit round. I'll stop doing that. There'll be an extra knit round. But I'm just going to make a note. If they can't, this will be at the back anyway. If they can't understand that, then tough, basically. Right, so I tinked this bit, which you can probably see. It took me ages and it stands out like a sore thumb. So I'm just going to leave this and just put a note to the editor and say, just make sure this is at the back and it's not seen. I mean, it's not massively noticeable, but it's enough to me. So normally I would rip it out and do it again, but I'm not. I haven't got time. It's that simple. So that looks terrible, but it's tough. Right, cracking on. So today is Sunday and I've managed to get this almost complete. The other one is done. It's for my version of the sock is 36 pattern repeats in total. This is 34 pattern repeats now. But this is all the yarn I have left in the main colour. If I can get at least one more pattern repeat, that will be okay. It's only a pattern repeat shot, which is 4 rounds. It's not going to make that much difference. But yeah, there's nothing else I can really do. So I'm going to see how many pattern repeats I can get out of this. I need 2. And I think there might be 1 in there. So I will let you know. Okay, 1 repeat done. So we're at 35 now. I think we can do it. I think we can get 36. I have 1 round left. I won. I have to say I wouldn't have had as much trouble if I hadn't done an extra round in there, but we won't talk about that. So now I can get the toe done. Right, so they are now done and are heading out. I have put a spell mistake, but I have wrote a note regarding the sock with the error, just because I need to be upfront and everything with them. I've also emailed and explained, but I've clipped the note to the actual sock with the mistake. I mean, it's really difficult to tell, so I don't think they're going to notice that in photographs at all, but I need to be upfront about it because I don't want people thinking that I just knit a mistake and don't correct it, which they pretty much know that, but just in case. So there is an extra row of stocking stitch there. As you can see, these are closer together than this one, and this side has an extra knit one, purl one instead of just one, but it's barely noticeable. I think they'll be fine. So they are now on their way again. If these don't get there, then they're not going in the magazine. It's that simple. So I'm going to pack them up now. Hello. It is February. What's the date this come out? I don't know. It's been quite busy. The kids are off school and I've realised that I haven't actually filmed when I got the magazine and I don't know why. So I'm like editing the video now of the disaster that was the Subtlety socks. But I haven't got me getting the magazine. I think it was because most magazine people you work for, they send you a copy of the magazine, but they didn't. And so I was waiting for it. And then it didn't come and I was like, I'm going to have to go and buy it. I know I could chase them up and ask, but I always feel a little bit cheeky. So I went and bought it. Oh, don't, my postman's here. So I went and bought the copy. Now I was a little bit shocked because it was £10 and that's a lot. For a magazine, they used to be about £7. But I got it anyway because I'm in it and I get every magazine that I'm in. So this is the issue, it's issue 177. I'm not on the cover or anything like that. And I will show you. I'm going to pop down here on the floor and show you. So this is where we're at. There's a couple of nice things in here, but I don't think there's anything that I would knit myself, but there they are. There's the socks. They finally arrived. I probably shouldn't show you the pattern really, but yeah, they've actually I pinned which one that's Rowan coming in. I pinned the one that had the mistake, as you've seen in the video, but they've actually laid that one in the front because I can see that. Now, I know I did say at the time that you probably won't be able to see the mistake unless you know it's there. But considering I pinned which one I wanted hiding, they've put that on the top. So, yeah. But there we go. They are in. I don't think... No, it's not on... Do you like that, dear? You want to knit that shawl? The lady who designed that shawl is lovely. She's my old editor from Let's Knit, Sarah. And they did find their own schematic. So there we go. The Subtlety Socks Saga. Yeah, I mean, we got there in the end. It was quite a stressful one, that one. And I've since done another sock for Knit Now. Yeah, Knit Now, but I didn't film any of it. So you'll just see them in the magazine. Sometimes I film these things and sometimes I don't. It's because I start filming, because they take months, I forget. I forget to, like, I start. I've got loads of, like, starts of designs and then I don't finish the rest of it, so, and I didn't with the new ones. I haven't filmed hardly any, so I'm rubbish, I'm sorry. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you soon. I am less stressed now, I promise. And I'll see you really soon. Bye!